So I know there's a lot of people out there that's probably wondering, like, Finesse, how do you do what you do? You got music, you got streaming, you got content, and I know you got a job. So how do you manage everything and stay so consistent and put out so much? How do you do that? Well, let me tell you, there's 4 skill sets that you need to get to that point. So I'm gonna break these down one by one. But before we get started, make sure y'all hit that sub button. All right, so number 1 is time management. I live on my Google Calendar, no cap. When people book studio sessions, it automatically synchronizes to my Google Calendar, blocks out the 1 hour, 2 hour block, and that's it. It's automation. And then with tasks, sometimes we forget certain tasks. Sometimes we sit there and think for a long time, wasting time to think about what task we gotta do. If you just add your task to your calendar as soon as it come to mind and put it on whatever date that it need to be due on, you're good. But what I really like about using the Google Calendar is the fact that I'm setting like durations for like different tasks. If I got a stream, I know I'm streaming about 3 to 4 hours, so it's gonna be 4 hours max, giving myself some buffer. If I know I got the 1 to 2 hour studio session, it's gonna be that. If I know I got like a little task for like 2 hour edit session, I need to be done editing content within those 2 hours so I can fit more stuff, throughout my day and complete more, accomplish more. Let me turn my phone on silent. So that's time management. The next thing is consistency, bro. You have to be consistent, bro. Let's just say content. When you're consistent with content, your output is just gonna increase over time, because when you're consistent, that repetition allows you to become better. It allows you to improve on your process and your flow on how you do things. And to be honest, it goes into the third point, efficiency. When you're consistent, you automatically become efficient. So when you're efficient, now you done found the easiest, I ain't gonna say easiest, you found the better, quicker way to do what you're trying to do while still keeping that same amount of quality in whatever you're doing. Like, it just works out like that. So that's pretty much my 2 and my 3, consistency and efficiency. 4 is discipline. Discipline is the most important thing out of all of what I just said, because it beats motivation. Yeah, you could be motivated to do something, but you could easily feel like, oh, I don't want to do this today. But it's the discipline that pushes you through that feeling to make you be like, I might not feel like it, but I gotta do it, So discipline is literally the most important thing of all. Let's use content for an example. If you ain't got the discipline to sit here and edit content, you're not even gonna get to the point of even wanting to be consistent, and you're not gonna get to the point of even becoming efficient because you're not consistent. And then on top of that, what are you managing if you don't feel like doing nothing? You know what I mean? You can't manage nothing if you don't feel like doing nothing, So yeah, those are the 4 skill sets that I feel like are the most important when it comes down to like just doing whatever you need to do. Time management, consistency, efficiency, discipline. But that's all I got. If you enjoyed the tips that I just gave you, please give this video a like. Comment what skill sets you feel is helpful when you're achieving your goals and you're aiming for your success. And make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man.